Very cool ad. Always like that. Get more action from your Jackson. SansAmp! This is a really cool ad because this was in the world before modelers of today. You kind of had this thing that had all the amps in one. And then I did a little bit more research. You have a Signature SansAmp.
I have a Tech21. It's just made a brand new Signature Marty pedal that is, it's like what I've been wanting for many, many years, and it took like 6 years to develop this thing. All you do is plug it in, and it sounds like what I sound like. Sort of. I mean, because it's half of it is like in your hands, obviously. But like, I only use one pedal live. I use what's called an auto filter, and I use it on just about 0. Everything's set on 0. So the sound, they captured my sound through my Signature Angle amp and that auto filter, and you can get it right now going direct with this new pedal from Tech21, which they really went overboard and did a great job with.
We should get that pedal on the platform because you know what? I looked this up and I discovered that by accident. Someone sent me a list of their items from their store, Incognito Guitars. Big shout out to you out of Georgia there. And I saw that was the first item on there. I go, wait, Marty Friedman's got a signature pedal?
Well, they just announced it at NAMM.
Oh, they did? I was going to say,
announced it.
because I haven't seen any videos for it. I'm like, I actually looked up videos. I want to hear this thing because that's incredible.
I don't even know if you can get it yet. They just announced it at NAMM.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to have to get one of those. That's really cool. And the
And
fact that you
play
stood
it.
behind it, I'm sold.
Not only did I stand behind it, but I went, well, like last year when we were on tour, we were in New York and I took a whole separate trip to like play and deal with like, you know, capturing things and some of my phrases that trigger the sonic waves, and I don't know the technical things in there, but all I wanted was, like, instead of having to bring a whole big wall of amps, I wanted a box that you plug in, so if you're playing like on the radio or on a TV show or whatever, you don't need to bring anything, you plug it in and go direct. And you don't need to scroll through like everything else like in your Fractal or your Kemper
or your quad,
or anything like that. Just one thing, it does one thing and that's it. And the Tech21 guys have stuck with me for so long on it, and now it's done.
That's the pedal to get, and it's not very expensive.
Yeah, I don't want any expensive stuff, man.
I think it's like in the 300s, you know? So that's pretty
tell
awesome.
Ya. Yeah.
Very cool. We got this. This is actually really interesting. We got ourselves an Ampeg amp ad, which Lee Jackson was a part of building this. Here's something. Came with a key. So people don't go jumping your amp, taking it and playing it, the band before you or the band after, because they'd have to have a key to start it like a car. You ever heard of that?
Does anybody do that?
I don't think it ever happened afterwards, honestly.
Hey, you're using my amp.
Yeah. So now I need a key for it to turn it on, so that way I have the keys, as Michelangelo Obadio would say, to the Lamborghini.
I think that sounds like a nightmare logistically. It probably lasted about one term, and then they said, forget about the keys.
And then it goes,
dude, where's my key? I can't get my gig started.
Is this way that it says unlock the power of sound? Zakk Wylde did. Okay, hold up, that's a stretch. Zakk Wylde did in fact play these, but not very long. And here's the kicker about these amps. I did a little research on these amps. Do you know that these amps didn't last very long because apparently they never trimmed the Tolex inside the head, so it was touching the tubes, and majority of them caught on fire.
She knows more about what you're talking about than I do.
They caught on fire, these amps.
She really does.
She does. I think I told her this story already. Sarah knows all about this. That's right. This is what you were dealing with back then. So I think there's a reason you don't see these particular Ampeg heads really around or picked up steam. They were fire hazards. Hey everybody, quick reminder, if you want to show your support for the channel, and we'd love it if you would, then make sure to check out our awesome, truly shredsational merchandise available at mastersofshred.com. You can choose from this awesome limited edition Crate 1990 shirt or a bunch of cool others that you won't see anywhere else. Check them out. Now back to the show.